Hello, I am Prakash Rao, MCOM coordinator, Tunga College, Tirthahalli. This is my second video. In this video, I am explaining you how to value inventories under Ind AS 2. The illustration you can see on the screen that a company has purchased 20,000 units of raw material at rupees 10 per kg, and the year-end accounts giving the details of cost of goods manufactured are given, and also the information with regarding opening inventory consisting of finished goods and raw materials, and closing inventory again consisting of finished goods and raw materials are given along with additional information. Ind AS 2 relating to inventories explains as to how the inventory consisting of finished goods and raw materials are to be valued. With regarding finished goods, under Ind AS 2, the valuation method is cost of production or expected selling price, whichever is less should be the principal. And in case of raw materials, purchase cost of raw material or the replacement cost, whichever is less. These are the principles to be considered in valuation of closing inventory, whether it is finished goods or raw material, as the case may be. In the illustration, you can see the details regarding opening inventory and closing inventory, and along with other details of manufacturing costs are given. So first, for the purpose of calculating the cost of goods manufactured, we have to take into consideration cost of raw material consumed. For that, the working note here explains as how the raw material consumed is valued. Opening inventory of raw material given in the problem is 2,200 opening inventory, and there is purchase of raw material consisting of 20,000 units at 10 rupees per unit. So 20,000 units purchased, that is added. So it becomes 22,200. Now the closing inventory, as mentioned in the problem, in relation to raw material is given as 1,800 units. That is deducted. It means 20,400 units are the raw materials consumed. So for the purpose of calculating cost of raw material consumed, it is 20,400 kgs into 10 rupees per kg. In the current year, it is purchased at 10 rupees. The opening inventory also at 10 rupees, because 2,200 units at 22,000 rupees. That means it is also at 10 rupees per unit. So totally, the whole of 20,400 kgs raw material consumed is at 10 rupees per kg. So it comes to 2,04,000. The other details as per the explanation, direct labor is given as 1,53,000. Then fixed overhead, it is given as 1,50,000. It is said in the problem that finished products expected is 30,000 units, but in the current year 20,400 units raw materials are used. So the finished good, the fixed overhead is taken as 1,50,000 units rupees divided by 30,000 units into 20,400 units of raw material, because raw material here forms part of the finished goods. The same quantity of raw material is produced as output. So 1,50,000 divided by 30,000 into 20,400 units of raw materials gives the fixed overhead as 1,02,000. That gives the cost of production as 4,59,000. 4,59,000 divided by 20,400 units, that is considered as output. So gives us the cost of production as 22 rupees 50 paise. Now it is given in the problem that due to fall in the demand, the expected price of the finished goods will be 20 rupees per unit. As per the Ind AS 2, expected selling price or cost of goods, whichever is less, that has to be taken into account. Now the cost of production is 22 rupees 50 paise, and net realizable price or expected price is 20. Whichever is less means 20 rupees per unit is the lower unit per uh, finished goods. So that is taken into account. Now, with regarding the raw materials, the principle is cost of raw material or the expected replacement cost, that is 9 rupees 50 paise, whichever is lower, that should be the principle. So raw material remains is as per the problem 1800 units. So that is taken here, 1800 units kgs into 9 rupee 50 paise, that is replacement cost. So that comes finished goods 2400 into 20, 48,000 rupees. Raw material 1800 kgs into 9 rupees 50 paise, 17,100. Thus the total value of finished goods becomes 65,100. This is how the closing inventory is valued, consisting of finished goods and raw material. The basic principles that are stressed under Ind AS 2 with regarding valuation of inventory is for finished goods, cost of production or expected selling price, whichever is less. For raw material, cost of purchase or cost of raw material or the replacement cost, whichever is less. So that should be stressed here. These two principles are incorporated in the illustration. Perhaps you have understood the illustration. Thank you.